Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Oh,
girls
there
of
we
all
go.
ages, welcome to episode 17. Path. Today, we're up, but we'll. All right. Recap, Justin. Who's on it this week?
I'm gonna say, yeah, we decided Bordy was gonna do this.
Ah, damn it.
So Bordy's going to execute flawlessly in his own Bordy perception on what Bordy recalls and Bordy remembers.
Hang on. All right. I'm trying to remember what I remember and what I shouldn't remember then. Hold on.
Or you can read it, well, however you would like to do it, whatever's easier for you.
Okay, I got it. No, I got it. This works perfectly. This is fine. That's fine. Okay. There it is. Octave. Hello. Yes. I am doing the recap this time. I found the voice again because I lost it last time. It was kind of problematic. So I have returned. I have been missed greatly by many. It seems in my absence, the group decided to negotiate with some less than desirables who I happened to save them from, and I will not publicly take credit for that. They can thank me later. It seems even was dealing with some problems that he had caught one of these nights. From where or from whom, I don't know, but he seemed to have some issues he was hoping to work out. And he believed these unsavory characters could assist him. Unfortunately, they are no longer with us. Frankly, not much of import. There seemed to be a very angry foreigner who punched me in the face upon my arrival because he missed me so much. We tried to look for a cure to see if we could fix Even's problems ourselves, just to see if there was any remedies, of which we could not find any. Our medicinal person was not medicining particularly well that night. So we decided to head outside and prepare for the after effects of Even's disease. So I don't know what kind of disease. It seemed to be very important. We had to tie him to a tree to protect ourselves from it. So I definitely don't want to catch it. We spent a while looking for meat for him because I'm assuming it makes him very hungry. And then Odd chained him to the tree, and we were just observing, and everything was going great. Everything was going fine. I thought we were going to make it through the night just peachy keen. And then it got worse.
How did it get worse, Bordy?
Well, I've never heard a man's octave change so quickly in my life. It seemed very painful for his voice to go so deep, and one of our companions, I guess Fern thought she was going to be able to take him or stop him from doing whatever he was going to do, and I'm here to support it. By all means, go ahead.
What happened to Fern?
So Odd, I thought, had a plan to help his brother in case he got loose from the chains. I did not, in fact, know that plan involved stabbing Fern in the back as she transformed into something else. Angel, Valkyrie, weird person with wings and armor. So she's dead now. Processing those emotions.
So what happened to her?
Well, she may be a part of Even now. She turned into an amorphous blob and absorbed into Even. Even doesn't have his disease anymore, from what we can tell. So, I mean, it worked out. I just still dealing with the mental repercussions there of having Fern killed off. Kind of unfortunate. I honestly thought it was going to be me who died there. But so Fern's dead. Yep. We're processing that.
I think that wraps that up then. Yep. Okay.
Good enough.
Having absorbed what has transpired amongst all of you, you're still kind of dealing with it as some time has passed. You're not too sure, but you know it's nightfall, and the temperature has again slid down into the uncomfortable levels. And snow, light blanket snow, has begun to fall. At this point, Even is unchained, having shown
How did I get unchained?
Because you have adopted a different form, and due to the stretching and tearing and fluctuation of the chains, reverting back allowed them to fall. So
But that's not the worst. Yeah. Let's make
That-
a fire.
it's already happened. So at this point, you all have encircled the pyre of flame. Each one of you searching your own internal thought process to try to absorb what has occurred. And the flames just flick and dance, causing shadows amongst as you all have assembled. Odd has stepped away to go process his thoughts alone. And I leave it in your hands from here as you have all assembled.
I'll give him something to process when he gets back, I swear to God. Son of a bitch.
I thought she was your friend. Was there?
Oh,
Speak of the devil.
Speak
He shall appear.
devil.
As soon as I said it, he popped.
Process enough of your thoughts, Odd.
and then you see Odd come back from the tree line, having done his searching of his soul, back amongst the group that has encircled the fire, with your brother no longer chained because the chains had stretched so much that it had loosened up to the point when he reverted back to his human form, they just fell. So, Even is gathered around the fire as well, and here we are. You may continue.
I'm just staring at. Oh wait, Odd probably didn't hear what we said. Care to explain what the hell just happened?
Burn was going to kill me.
I thought she was your friend. Why? I'm confused.
Well, first of all, I thought she was a normal person, and apparently not.
Last words were, I am not who you think I am. What makes you think that I actually? Honest with each other. All things as they seem.
Unless
Stood up and started to get big and grow wings, and her sword grew white hot.
somebody kidnapped Fern while we weren't paying attention. She seems to get kidnapped a lot.
I mean, she was taken away by the wolf the other night.
Wait, what?
Yes, when we were in the ice cave, she was snatched out
Oh,
by
yes.
the wolf, and that's the thing that changed into.
Right.
But luckily, my blade was faster than hers. But whatever it was, it then engulfed into back into. It's terrifying.
But it's dead now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore, presumably. Odd, how did you know that would even work?
How would I know that what would work?
Stabbing someone in the back and hoping that they would amorphosize into your brother?
Between the third and fourth rib, left-hand side.
No, we're getting too detailed now. Okay. Oh,
Needle
Jesus.
beater.
The intercostal rib. Listen for sucking and blowing.
No suck, no blow.
Oh no! It's, I let my God guide me, and when I was listening and watching and trying to help my brother and saw him turn into that, I made my way over to it. But while everyone else backed off, he did not.
Hmm.
So she had been around that before, or had seen that, or kind of knew what was coming.
I guess that's fair. If it was even her to begin with.
The
Yeah.
trickery of the gods knows no bounds.
So when I made my way over there and heard her telling the truth to my brother, I knew I had to do something.
I was
So,
I was a chain sitting duck,
so
best exposed.
I stepped forth, pulled my dagger, and asked for my god's help, and gave her to my god to do with what she wanted.
I'm going to pocket that thought for later. Big scheme here. What the fuck are we going to do now?
We're still gonna head north, and
Right, and I think a lot of that premise relied on us having her sister with us, who is now not, well, I guess, sort of with us.
the only
She's
thing
dead.
that we have to fight against now would be wouldn't have to use the argument of why she survived and the queen's husband. And
Mm,
so now we don't even have to tell her.
mm, I guess
We don't even know if that was truly.
I don't even know.
Perhaps she never had a sister in the first place.
Well, there were rumors, I thought.
I don't know as much as the bloodline of their family tree. I do know that husband and children died.
Asbjorn.
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 Going to be dead soon, Bjorn.
Oh,
Mm.
So
relatively.
I recommend we attempt to get some sleep this evening. Get our chains. Luckily, we've got 2 sets of men. Bad happens between now and then. Might have to get something else fastened. Maybe
Well,
not.
do you feel normal again, or do you still kind of feel some residual energy in there?
There's a darkness. Still feel the evil that it brought into me.
Well, we've got at least, what, 3 weeks before we have to deal with it again, potentially.
The full moon is normally.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've
shit.
got tomorrow and the next day.
I need to start looking up at the sky more often.
Ah. Always look at the sky, Pooty.
Well, I'm going to turn in for the night. This was a lot to take in. I'm going to make it a point to sleep on the opposite side of wherever the fuck Odd is, with my back to
But I
something.
just arrived. You hear a voice from behind you,
What? What?
and everyone turns to see a dark cloaked figure.
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
Old, decrepit, but can't make out the face.
what about the voice?
Yes.
What from
Eh.
the hovel, or is it from the Raven one?
It's the latter. Perhaps you make room for an old woman.
I stand up and offer my seat next to.
And I stand up and offer her seat of choice.
I'm just eyeballing her as she walks around to sit down.
She slowly, as if age of ancients is affecting her, and sits upon your makeshift log and warms her hands
log to the fire.
It spruces, and the warmth begins to encircle.
Ah. I looked at Odd and I hand him an extra issue of rations.
I think she's ate enough tonight.
Oh, would you like any food this evening?
I do not require any sustenance. Thank you, Odd.
Care to enlighten us on any of these recent events?
Oh, what are your questions, Bordy?
I'm assuming you've got one new soul in your bag of wherever you keep the people that are dying in your name.
No, Bordy, I don't harbor souls.
Hmm.
Not personally.
Why do you say it like that?
Somebody else manages the harboring of souls.
Hang on, I gotta do some administrative things in tabletop. There we go.
Damn cryptic metaphors.
Alright, go ahead.
I didn't see it. Well, why do you visit us tonight then?
Your presence is always welcome.
It seemed appropriate time. You had many a trifling of late.
Why? Because we killed one of our friends?
Maybe it was the hack.
Or it could have been the hags.
Or the Kingsmen.
I still
Or the
forgot about the
wolf.
Kingsmen. I wasn't here for that. Wow, this is a lot that's been going on. We should take some time to decompress about that.
One day you'll be able to seek therapy about it.
Or,
I'm
or
just
we don't have time for that.
projecting a little bit here. Sorry. Disregard.
Or your promises, Bordy.
I'm sorry.
Or even your promises of late.
No, we don't have to bring that up now. we don't have to. not in front of the ladies, obviously.
There is an unknown
Oh,
variable here.
Did you tell us that you...
I mean, we've all spoken with Valiant at some point recently.
I haven't.
Not like you have.
But the
This-
scar, I asked you about it in the hovel.
Right, yeah, and I told you it was the tree that hit me. That tree. Right. The tree that hit me in the face. Okay, fine.
Why did it look burnt? Tree would be a scratch.
God damn it. Alright,
Is the tree on fire?
Time out. Time out.
Pretty good.
That's so
Since
funny.
that motherfucker likes to throw a fireball all the fucking time. That's why.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was on fire. No. Fine. Does this have to do with Valley then?
What of
You
him?
did save me from losing my eyes to the hack. You
Well.
appreciate that.
Who are you talking to?
I will be completely honest with you, that was a lucky guess. Upon the hags.
Well, you changed voices on me, so I thought you were...
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
I'm trying to
You're
get
fu-
it back. The
I'm
tree
sorry,
thing fucked up my
you
accent.
were so confident earlier. What's happened?
Just little bit of
Fern. Times a hard right.
I just feel like there was a little bit of betrayal of emotions here, and it's a little fresh. And I'm starting to question the very short found confidence I thought I had.
We knew that the hags were going to kill us with the fireball.
Well, some of us did. Some of us punched me in the face afterwards because I thought I was being reckless.
Ah, yeah, but he did
And some
fight
of
by
us
your
sat in a
side.
chair while we were fighting.
Alder, what do you know of hags? You're a nature boy.
I've never encountered one. I've only heard stories. The closest I've come to encountering them is today, in that cabin.
What did you learn?
They're powerful. They are formidable, and
And in the
can
future, you don't sit in the damn chair while everyone else is fighting the hags.
they very well could
Well,
have
we
been
wouldn't have
warned.
gone to a fight if you hadn't rolled in there and started fucking throwing fire.
You
We
weren't
lost an
going to
eye.
let even have an odd number of eyes?
And I
No,
give
he
you.
saw it.
I did not punch you nor sit in a chair. I stood behind you at that time. Yet you want to sleep away from me?
You've just been giving me very weird. What? Listen here. Okay, hold on. I feel like there's some tension here we need to address. Were you going to kill me?
I have never said that I would or wouldn't. I have only told you that a day will come that you will die by my hand or my brother's hand.
Right, and the circumstances just seemed a little bit too perfect for that to not have transpired.
I will not allow another person to kill you if it is within my. Most people take that as an honor. If they have.
I feel like you should reasonably understand why I'd be a little bit cautious based on the recent circumstances then.
And you flinging fireballs and wanting to burn down the forest and all that does not take concern.
I have never hurt anybody within our circle of trust. I feel like everything I've done has been for our own benefit.
And have I not benefited you plenty of times?
Quite, and I will repay you before, or hopefully before, I end up with a dagger in my back as well.
Ah, that's only for people
The-
that betray us.
If anything, I promise you it will be from the front.
You see it coming.
Dark, but I'll
Maybe
take
one.
it. Jesus Christ.
Maybe. Not for this time.
Ah. Your brother has sworn allegiance to me, but it's always a pleasure to see the kind and consideration from his kin. Points at Alder, though. That is an unknown variable, however.
I swear to God, if he sprouts wings right now, I'm gonna blast him.
All right, don't get hasty.
Why is he an unknown variable?
Well, clearly you all know why you're here. Clearly you all know the unification of which you have, and the semblance of which your destinies are intertwined. But that one is new.
That's a valley with us in fogged out city. He has joined us at our Charles camp because the king's men, his village. Is that correct?
They came to my my grove and threatened me and to kill everyone. Tried to get me to join the flame. Yes,
You alone or village?
I lived alone. Yes, just in a grove in the forest. They didn't kill everyone. They tried to get me to force me to join, and I refused.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have been. I thought you killed your people to get to
That's
you.
all right. Nope. There's just a few of them.
Okay, my bad.
Yes.
I was confused. I still have this darkness in my head.
It's been a day.
He is a little mouse, just like a mouse sometimes. But he did promise us that he shits in the woods. So he is good in my books for right now.
I still drooling.
Who do you pray to, young Alder?
I generally don't. I don't follow any of the gods specifically. I believe in them and their power, but I mainly tend to my forest and stay at home.
I've got to turn you up. So you revere Midgard and her natural wonders and states.
I do.
So what do you think about Midgard being in a state of perpetual winter catastrophe?
It ruins this natural cycle of life. It's not normal. It should be what's the word? Fixed.
Ah, fixed. And does Midgard speak to you?
In a way, not through words.
Does it feel tainted?
It's not the same as it was once, that's for sure.
Well,
Mean by that.
It has a darker feeling these days. The animals that are normally around in my grove are becoming scarcer and scarcer. There's not as much abundance of life in the forest. Things are getting worse.
An abundance of a whole lot of other things in the forest lately.
and what is your course of action now? Collectively.
Well,
Next 2 days to make sure I don't eat any of them.
Yeah, that's probably a good course of action, actually.
Sound plan.
We should probably stop eating anything that we kill in the woods here, honestly.
Even the evil in your heart has stayed for now. There has been a balance. For now.
I have to worry about the lights.
In relation to your last encounter, no.
Oh, good, Alder,
So
you're
we should
safe.
probably still chain me to a tree then.
And what of the Valkyrie? If that's what she is.
I told you all, based upon the nature of who and what your lineage is, that the gods would be involved. That means you will be influenced, manipulated, coerced, guided, and assisted, depending upon who wants to play their hand in what. Through your actions, you have caught their attention. It was inevitable. You know of plights, and of the end, and of many things that are afoot. All eyes are upon you.
if I didn't have enough trouble sleeping already.
Who Fern was an agent of.
Who did you pray to, even? Then you have your answer.
Odin sent Fern, Valkyrie.
Demise is not the right word.
Then what was her purpose?
The quelling of the shadow.
Mm,
I am not Odin.
quite.
Hmm. Hmm.
What do we owe the pleasure of your company this evening?
As much as I wish it was just for pleasantries, it's not. A warning. Due to these actions, the journey is going to get harder.
Hmm.
Because, as I've stated before, you have caught the Asir attention. There is much movement amongst Midgard, with the war looming. That is inevitable. The clash of all the clans. Battle lines are being drawn. Don't fucking say it. Get it out of your system.
All right.
All right.
In addition to the flame with its own incitements, and the battle amongst each other, there is much internal struggle that is about to befall Midgard. And for one's goals or another's, as I've spoken to you prior, the flame is what?
Evil.
For what goal? For what end?
To bring about back.
The wrong way.
Flames are
And-
there to destroy all gods.
Why?
Bring the end to all.
Birth and recycle of the world.
Yes.
Why Ragnarok happened. The constant between that. Birth.
What are you looking at me for? I, I wait.
Valley's one of the gods that survived Ragnarok.
Now that you mention that, something comes to mind. With it being oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, speak to me. Something comes to mind. Speak to me.
It's being a cycle and Valley being the one to initiate the cycle and survive. We all are oh, okay. Well, -1, we all harbor a piece of Valley within our lineage
That we know of.
that we know of. There may be more. I think our goals are more clear. But it still does not explain, to me at least, why the gods would want to interfere with that.
Because every god has their own agenda. Some want Ragnarok to happen, others do not.
Seems they need to come to the table and figure out what they're going to fucking do.
Others want it to happen in a different way.
Right. What do you
And-
want?
Mm. As I've always wanted. Balance.
And what in your perception is out of balance right now? Just humor me.
Your very existence causes this out of balance.
Hmm.
Because your decisions will change the foundation one way or another. This is why
we get to
the
decide
eye.
who lives and dies.
This is why the eyes of the Asir are upon you now.
Start writing down names of gods who have tried to kill us so far. We've got to clean house later.
Ah, that's okay, Porty. Our lives are a constant challenge of fate to the gods, but they will have to work at it.
I'm not dying for some stupid Aesir that are only trying to hinder us when we're just trying to do the right thing here. I think we could argue the Circle of Flame is objectively bad, however you look at it.
Effectively, yes. Ethically, effectively, I wishes to save the people of the world. It personally how I feel about
There will come a time when I will reveal more to you based upon what you choose to do. I am merely a guide. To others, I am more. But the decisions you make are your own. I will guide you, but be aware others will trick you. They will dissuade you. They will manipulate you, and they will attempt to end you.
Right, no more picking up strays then.
act like we help every person.
I mean,
It's the honorable thing.
Oh, we did kill like 20 people.
yeah, I was about to say, everyone who's traveled with us so far who wasn't an original member has met an untimely end.
The woman with 2 children, they live.
Fair.
So they're still
Fair.
They weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't with us for any prolonged period of time, but yes,
But,
for at least
I
more than a
mean,
day.
Baltor, the
But
20 men on the ship,
Beastar's not
Fern.
dead.
But everyone that has traveled with us that has died has shown their true colors, that they are against what we are out to do.
You see the Raven one kind of look up and kind of tilt, and then looks over at Alder, and you can almost sense like she's smirking. Well, I have acquired enough warmth. Thank you. I will make my departure.
Thank you, my
How do
queen,
you
for your
tie
presence.
with
What was your question?
for helping us? If we are all lineage or descendants in one way or another valley, it's all together.
Perhaps a combination of all.
Mm.
Trust in your and Valley's guidance is the word.
I can't remember. When I saw the bridge, I didn't see her on the bridge, right? It was just the bridge and the two sides.
Just the bridge and the two
Okay,
sides.
never mind. Disregard. Hmm. Hmm.
Valley and I go way back.
At least a couple hundred years.
Hmm.
Time when he reigned and conquered half of Midgard.
Well, if you always have more questions in regards to him personally, you can always ask him yourself. For your friend over here has made a very dark bargain. Oh
He
no.
doesn't speak.
I'll just hide behind this log really quick.
What bargain have you made, Porgy?
I wasn't so much a bargain as much as just offering of loyalty. I did not.
You see her hold her hand up and begin to walk away.
I, there'll be a next time. Odd, how did you come?
Oh, I'm just going to change the subject. All right.
How did you come to the patronage of the Raven One? Also, I have to be right back. 1 second.
Well, he can't answer the question if you leave. You're not going to hear the answer. If he answers you.
Becomes the subject of a questioning, then poses a question, then leaves. Incredible.
Is she still
It's like-
striding away, or is she still like within?
Fuck this shit,
He's
I'm out.
walking away, yes.
Yeah.
Go if you want.
Well, no, I'm still sitting there, kind of bowed to her as she leaves, like
Mhm.
kind of
Is
down
she
on
there?
one knee.
I'll stand up and
Yeah.
Okay, there he is.
all right.
Baby stuff. Sorry.
You know, has she left out of our
Yes.
line of fire?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Fireball.
the site of our fire, I should.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
waiting
no,
on the like.
no,
I don't
no.
care how big the room is. I cast fireball to happen.
No. As she leaves, I'll just kind of look up and be like, "Thank you for your guidance and your presence as always." And I'll turn. And what was that, 40?
How did you come to be a service to the Raven One? I don't think you've ever clearly explained the circumstances around this arrangement.
I'll tell you what, Borty. To every coin, there's how many sides?
I mean, if you want to be technical, 3.
Look at it in the side of light. Hold you. Side of darkness,
I follow the raven.
and in between.
I was born during the eclipse. My brother was born at the end. And what is an eclipse?
Do you want the literal definition of the eclipse, or
Is it not an odd occurrence?
I feel like it's more of a scheduled occurrence, frankly.
You can predict eclipses?
The moon shows its faces every 3 days, as we've determined. I'm sure it's got to be somewhat routine.
Every 28 days, there's a phase of the moon, and each phase of the moon lasts. If you turn
God, he's
around and
smart.
go with that, so 7 individual phases of the moon that happens. Correction, more than 7. So,
Y'all keep going. I got to pee, but I can hear you.
but anyways, the full moon, you have the cusp of the full, waxing, the waning.
We are not talking the new moon or anything, but a true eclipse of the moon is when me and my brother were born. And if this day and age you can predict that, you're more of a sage than I ever thought.
Gross.
Well, I'm sure I could find a book or two about it, but
Oh, and he's well read.
He had a lot to do, man. Anyway, all right. Well,
So
is that
as I was born to the shadow and my brother was born to the light. As our mother died giving birth to us, we have accepted our roles within our clan, and we have moved forward with them. Through life, through training.
okay.
And
But-
we uphold our honor, and we uphold each other.
As we've seen,
I guess we should welcome Alder to the family. Our clan of misfits.
yes,
Aye.
we forgot to give him the initiation ritual, didn't we?
He seems like a
Oh.
good fellow.
Forty, go ahead. Give him the initiation.
I already rode him on horseback. I think that's fine enough.
That's not an initiation. What you two do in private is not for the group to know.
That was not private. It was very public.
He rode
Even
him.
worse.
He
I'm an
rode him
exhibitionist.
bareback right out in the open.
Very well.
It's true.
Alder, the group has in the past had unsavory types besides recent events in our midst, and to express commitment and loyalty to the cause, we've needed to have a layer of security of sorts. So
I tap on the,
God,
on the shoulder. I'm like,
What's this guy talking about?
you need to vial your blood. You need to
been a
vial
haze
your
Alder.
blood, Alder.
I'm trying to get there. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the blood. Hold on. So, as a show of commitment, I'll pull out my knife really quickly. We will need a bit of blood and a bit of hair.
Okay.
He pulls out his knife.
Okay, well, I guess this is fine. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
May I? Thank you.
No, use yours. It is less dangerous.
Okay. Well, so I'll go, Alder. I'll take your hand and hold it just over the vial. I'll need you to repeat after me. On this day, of all days,
On this day of all days, I say it
Say-
with him.
Is there a script I can read before? saying
no,
whatever
no,
this pledge is
you'll
gonna
just
be?
have to. This is a question of commitment. If you
Raise
read
your
the
right
script,
hand.
then you can make a secondary
I
decision
just
afterwards.
want to know what I'm
Do you
about to
solemnly
say.
swear?
Don't worry, there'll be time for you to cancel
No,
at the
you
end
just
if
have
you
to
don't
repeat
know.
after him.
Just
On
repeat
this
after.
day
Support and
of all
defend.
days. Right
Please
there.
raise your right hand.
Promise to defend the United States.
If you
Defend
don't
Midgard between all
want to commit
you
now, you
gods.
don't have to now. But it would make us feel a lot more secure if you did.
Okay.
On this day of all days,
On this day of all days,
in the fields of white and nights of black,
in the fields of white and nights of black,
I state your name.
I, Alder,
Commit to the Brotherhood of Valley.
Whoa!
No,
Pause.
I think we're gonna stop right there. I'm not.
There's no
about-
rush to commit now. If you're not feeling comfortable, we can always try again later.
Now I
don't
understand why you
choose
wanted to
between
sleep
gods.
far away from me.
I'm sorry, what was that?
So now I understand why you wanted to sleep away from me.
No, Alder, sorry.
Yeah, I don't choose between the gods. I don't pick sides.
Brotherhood.
Quite. As you've learned, we are all descendants.
I don't think we've agreed on that name yet.
It's still a working name. We have a vote planned at our next meeting. It's fine.
This is a man of the ground and the earth.
Well, you don't have to decide now. We can always come back to this. But as you've
How
learned, we are
about
all...
he takes a pledge of salt and earth?
Well,
It's better with that one.
by all means, Stephen, go ahead.
Loyalty to those of the individuals in the party before you.
I do.
Right. Then I take a handful of dirt from the ground and slap it on the oopart I call, and I held my hand out and be like, "Do you have salt, my brother?"
Morty,
I have some fish.
you have my component pouch, which should have
Oh,
salt.
that's right. There's... Hang on. Salt. Here you go.
All right. So they're both on the blade and they're next to each other. Like the salt is to remind you where you come from, and the earth is to remind you where you come from, and the salt is to grounded in the fidelity, honor that we take. That being said, brotherhood, shed blood, have completed numerous atrocities.
And set plenty on fire.
I don't know particularly if that was all my fault.
That's better than making the blood pledge. Vile.
Just...
Brotherhood of Valley. That pledge your fealty to the.
I will. I will do what you ask.
Now, out of game, all you got to do is kiss the salt and earth. Done. Up. Pocket. Ours armband.
Oh
Give
my.
it to him! Now we all have an armband of King Aslan. So we can all
Legit, that's
travel
based.
the realm without being caught.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
I appreciate it.
But
Very
40,
smart.
That's
40.
useful.
Like it,
Yes.
that was tricky.
I-
Good one though.
And Bordy,
Oh, yes.
see how much easier it is when you do not push your gods upon other people.
And don't try to trick people.
That is
What?
no that is
Mr.
no
I
better
love Loki.
that is no better than the circle of what you tried to do.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was not pushing any god just because we happened to fall under the.
I do like how you called it.
We just happened to have this one
We're
correlating
gonna find out
factor.
later on down the road that
You have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior. The only one that matters. You filthy heretics.
Valley.
Not the one that was here physically, like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, same. But
Same.
different.
I do not have to push my god upon people.
Oh, you just have to stab them for her.
If that is what it takes. But I do not ask anyone here to
My
bend the
brother
knee
did
to her.
not send people to meet his God. He sends people to meet. They shall choose.
Well, this has been a productive night. I'm going to turn in.
Is everyone else going to turn in?
And what are you turning into
Yes.
tonight, Bordy?
Not a werewolf, thankfully.
And hopefully not a dick. And just walk kind of off.
Everyone
We'll see you in the morning.
will resume their sleep schedule.
Where is my notepad?
Igni, your dreams are haunted and disturbing
Let's go.
as you play back the loop of the chaos of battle. And you feel amongst the battle a pierce of burning hot pain sensation erupting through your chest as a blade pushes through it.
Is it through my back?
From
Forward?
back to front, yes. And you turn to see the wolfhound sneering at you. And you startle awake, yelling. And which wakes everyone else up.
Who was on guard during his? I want to be on guard.
All of you have
All of us?
strangely woken up, despite scheduling. We're all startled awake at the same time because of this, but it is daylight.
Have a nightmare.
I pick him up by his collar and I shake him a little bit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You attacked every person around in the neighborhood.
Ooh.
I crossbow out, kind of scanning the edge.
As even grabs me, my fight or flight senses take and I just
Uh-oh.
cross and fucking hit even in the face. Like, out of sheer panic.
We're going to have you roll an attack roll
Very well.
for dramatic effect.
Did we just take a long rest?
All right, that's 13.
Yes. As far as game mechanically, you all have had a long rest.
Okay.
Sick.
Now you missed.
Is there-
buddy.
I missed.
You, through sheer reaction and confusion and startlement, swing, and even sees it, and even does what?
I drop him. Drop him on his ass. Boom.
Hump. Even basically sees it coming and drops you while your fist sails in the air and hits nothing.
Fucking holding you like this, and you're like, ah. So I just fucking hit me. Good swing though. Good swing.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Just be dirty now. Just yell and wake everyone up. Tracked every known beast in person within 500 meters.
God, through the wild ramblings. Ugh.
What is it? What
What
has you screaming in your sleep?
The memories of my village, the chaos of battle, the burning of homes, the slaughtering of innocents, and
One.
I saw one man who I now remember, and he plunged his blade through my back. I saw his face.
How
That
did
image is burned into my mind.
It's then when you all notice that the hand you're putting on the ground to stand is pure grass. And you look around you and there is a big circle of melted grass amongst the entire camp. It's just grass. Everything else it's almost like snow is all around you minus your campsite. It's all grass.
Turn my
You ripped
fingers
it.
through the grass. It's real. Yeah. What does this man look like? Oh, the Wolfhound?
Oh shoot, what does he look like? He's got red hair, clean shaven. Out of game, I'm just trying to remember.
Keep
Red
going.
hair, clean shaven, blue eyes. I think
One
blue
arm?
eyes. Does he have one arm?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I
No,
thought
that
I had
was
his
in
appearance
Fallout.
somewhere.
Don't
I've got
say
to have
one
it.
armed man.
I wrote his appearance down somewhere. I know I didn't.
I'm waiting for Alder to tell me there's a one armed man.
This is the prosthetic.
Uh,
The master board of directors.
That was all right. Good
Crossover
characters, bad.
episode
Good,
you
Good
didn't know you
characters,
needed.
bad game. Good, very good characters though.
All right. What do you,
fuck, where is he?
Okay, red hair, clean shaven, blue eyes, 35 years of age. Manly man.
Middle-aged man, probably older now. It's been oh
I mean, like, if it happened
20
within the
odd
past 6
years.
years.
Oh no, more like
20 odd years. He's
10,
pushing
15.
50. That's surprising.
No, 10, 15 odd years. Maybe. I was attacked when I was 15, so it's been. Oy, I can't even
How old
remember.
are you now?
25. So about 10 years. 10 years.
10 years, man. 20. Even a man from the mountains can.
Many things are a blur. I spent much of my youth on a search for a man I never knew, in a perpetual state of anger. And well,
Couldn't King Asdrun have red hair?
many people have red hair.
It's going to make that search very difficult, isn't it?
My hair is a bit reddish, brownish, kind of.
Are you
So
sure you're not the wolfhound?
I
Not
don't
many-
think so.
Not many people on this continent have red hair.
Quite.
Hmm. How did you...
Never know.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start grasping my dagger.
The
Oh,
flower, the
God.
grass,
He's
the
sick
flowers.
still. How
He's
did
turning
you...
again.
This should
Oh,
make Alder
never
feel good. What do you think of this, Alder?
I mean,
I figured you'd be ecstatic. This is the first grass to be seen in what?
it's very odd.
Years?
Yes, it's a
Yeah, no,
great.
he's odd.
No,
That
he is
is
on.
me.
We gotta stop this. We have to stop this. This isn't okay.
It's very interesting. But yeah, it's a good. I mean, it's good to see grass, but it's not normal.
You got Iggy doing it. God damn it.
It's gonna be a programmed reaction from now on.
Huh.
This isn't
Some
your.
NPC is gonna walk up and be like, "This is odd." And all four voices are gonna be
No,
like,
that-
"No, he's odd."
Actually, he's odd.
Actually. Yeah. So many insight into our newfound pollen pollen spores. Either of you, nature bros?
Thing.
I
think
ca-
I
ca-
grasp-
can
I grasp
inspect
the-
grass. Yeah.
I want to hold on. As I feel the grass and touch the floor, I'm going to cast primeval awareness, which is just a feature or a trait that I have, and I'm going to detect if there are any unnatural beings not of this world in a mile radius.
All unnatural beings.
Let me. I gotta remember it specifies.
Oh shit, he's about to fucking have an aneurysm.
There's a lot of those
Awareness
motherfuckers.
feature, let the ranger sense presence of certain creature
Stand by,
within
stand by. Let me
distance.
open the player's handbook.
I'm there. Let's talk about it.
Blood just starts running.
If there's
out of
any
your nose.
aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead creatures around.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's 1 mile by default.
Yeah, 1 mile by default and 6 miles of a favored terrain, but I don't think
You
I'm in
do
favored
burn a
terrain right now.
ranger spell slot, by the way.
Does that burn a stealth slot?
Yes.
What?
You can use
Shit.
your action and expend one. I'm gonna keep you on you. I'm gonna have to double check you, motherfuckers.
That's
So
good.
me-
Hey,
You
I'll
can
ask
use your action and expend one ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain. Are you in your favorite terrain?
Where are we right now? Are we in like a forested area?
You are on the edge of one.
Go step in the forest really quick.
If you declare that as my forest is my favorite terrain, so If you declare that we're in a forest, that is my favorite terrain.
I'll give it to you.
All right, so it's going to be a 6-mile radius.
This feature doesn't reveal creature location or number, so no composition,
No disposition.
no disposition.
Just if they exist in our area.
Well, technically, it's no composition or string. Disposition, you have to actually look at to determine. Disposition is what the fuck they're doing.
It's just in. There are hot aberrations in your area.
Hot single
You
raven ones in the 6 miles. Hags.
touch your hands to the ground and speak to the earth. And your skin feels like it's on fire.
Ooh.
I jump up from the ground and they go.
And it's
Fuck.
severs.
Oh God! Don't combust in flames. We've already had enough of that in this party.
The feeling was so overwhelming that it was painful.
We need to go now.
What? Where? And what the hell is that?
We need to continue on our journey now. That is what I'm saying.
We haven't even had breakfast yet.
Well, food is continuous. Now, we
Okay.
we need to pack up and move along. There are too many. I sensed the earth to see if we were
When he says
maybe in
sense
any
the earth, I
danger.
look at Alder. Do you sense the earth too?
I always sense the earth.
Well, I sensed the unnatural, and there was a lot of things near us.
I just
We
look
may
at
want to
Gordy.
start going.
Well, don't look at me. I'm very natural.
I just thought.
I
I
pack
just
up my
thought.
stuff. I retrieve the chain and the pitons and the manacles from the tree. Even though they don't work, we're gonna fix it later on.
At a game, I just thought. What if I was sensing the ground and it's not the number of shit around us, but it's just Bordy.
It's just proximity to my delusional
Proximity
craziness.
to Bordy.
This body's so close, and there's so many personalities there. It has your brain fucking.
Hi, how are you?
Completely negates my ability to do anything. Anyway, that back in game.
No.
Everybody gets an orb.
That
You
was
get an
some
orb.
really
You get an
shit.
orb. Too bad you're dead now. Fuck.
You weren't so hungry all the time.
Courses of action.
You give a man an apple, he's gonna eat the apple.
Picking
So
up.
I pack up,
picking up
retrieve
and
the
heading
chain,
out.
the broken manacles, the pitons. I give back to my brother. We pack up this out, fire out, put my fingers through the grass. And say, if you're in a hurry, then you get to lead the way to a spontaneous.
I'm going to grasp some of the grass, pick it up, and then place it in my pocket.
Yeah, I definitely.
Because you don't see a lot of that nowadays.
Okay. Alder, you definitely said it did it?
Definitely grabbing grass. Yep.
Are you going to eat that?
No.
I pull out my axe. I cut a little 2-inch by 2-inch square of sawed out. Walk over. I hand it to Alder. I'd be like, here you go. Now you can bring the grass with you. Don't forget to water it. Now you have a pet plant. Grass.
Oh my
Thank
god.
Chia.
Beautiful.
I pull out my familiar. It's grass.
Summon familiar.
I
2
summon
by 2
grass.
square of grass.
It's a dandelion.
Next time we roll up tobacco, somebody cast speak with.
He's gonna like roll up a fucking
Do I
blunt.
have that? Do I have
Yo,
that?
if you start speaking with the plants, I'm gonna lose it.
Gordy, what are you
He's
doing?
already talking.
I may
Dude,
have.
he's the Lorax.
I have to verify.
He's gonna roll a joint.
Now we got to get him a jar for his.
I don't have much to pack up, so I am ready to go whenever. However, we should, I guess, be cautious if we are.
I
Did
do
you say
have
surrounded?
plants.
You do speak to plants?
I do have speak with plants. Yes.
Oh God.
Well, if you start talking to trees, you're going to reawaken something
It's
you
not-
wish you left asleep.
It's not prepared, but I have speak with plants.
Your conversation is cut off by
Sons of a bitch.
shrill howling within the recesses of the forest. Sounds very distant.
Okay, we should probably
Oh,
leave.
we need to move.
It's a good
No.
time to leave
But
now, I
there's
think.
more than one as others are joining. And the howling appears to be getting louder every time it's conducted. And it resembles very much a wolf howl, but it's unnatural in some sense.
Mm.
Does it sound like an animal I would know?
Like the octaves are too low.
Hmm.
Ugh.
It looks like your worst half is on its way.
Thanks for that. I was trying not to think about that.
We should head out.
We should probably find another sacrifice in case one of us gets bit again. So, Alder, welcome to the group.
Just
So,
be glad there's
hey,
just be glad there's no stairs around.
We should
Let's get
move.
moving.
conjure some antelope and
Pretty
send them
moving.
into the woods. Like you send the animals into the woods to go feed. Take it away.
I mean, there. I could. Okay. Sure.
I would save that
I'll
until they are
summon-
closer. I would save
Don't
that
worry about it. We'll worry about it later unless
Okay.
they get close.
Okay. Okay.
when we can see them. You should do that, and that way we have a distraction to move further away. Until then, let's just get moving.
Already ready to go
We
whenever.
don't
I have
if you
everything I
can
need.
do that, then we don't have to hunt anymore. But Igni, he can just call the animals and we can.
They're not real. They're ethereal. Once they die, they fizzle. They poof away.
Unfortunately, you still need to rely on me.
Igni,
That's horrible.
Yes.
you have a way to cover our tracks or cover our scent, being a
Ooh,
man
perhaps.
of the earth.
Hmm. Stand by.
That's
The
how we're
howls
not getting any
continue to
further away.
close and
Hey,
get louder.
we're fucking moving. Order.
We're
I don't
Igni.
have any.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay,
Let's
we're gonna
go.
friggin'.
Read your fucking character sheet beforehand.
No, it's cool. Like whatever we need to do, we need to figure a way to mask our
I don't-
tracks without a trace.
I don't have any.
I have passed without a
um,
trace.
There you go.
Wait, don't you
All
have
right,
that jar
you're,
full of
you're
blood
moving
still?
at what pace and speed and order of movement, please?
I'm taking front, and we are going to be moving double time.
Are you using pass without a trace, or should I? have it.
I don't have it, so you.
Okay, I have
you
it. Yeah,
need it.
I'll cast pass without a trace, and then everybody just needs to stay within 30 feet of me.
Holy shit, utility.
Easy. And I'm going to spend like a quick few seconds covering our tracks and kind of making it look less like we were there before we step off.
Minus the big green circle.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has plus 10 bonus to dexterity and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage. Okay. You guys begin to double time within the snow, but as you notice, you're not leaving any footprints. Nor are you making any noise when you crunch within the snow. There's no snow crunching, there's no nothing.
Very,
Oh, that's
very-
convenient.
it
To
is
the north.
a very useful magic.
You're already much
Times
more
to the
useful
north.
than Bainey.
But the Igni gives the old Iron Mike. Follow me.
If we're fucking moving, we're fucking. Let's go. Follow me.
I've been following you.
Start
You
jumping.
guys proceed, and as you proceed, you create enough distance amongst the area and away from the camp that you had progressed beyond. However, you are still close enough to hear tearing and ripping and basically general just a mess of things being made at the camp, but you can't see what's transpiring. But you can hear the sound of clashing, crashing, ripping, tearing, and all manner of things, almost like a whirlwind
Yeah.
was transpiring.
Keep fucking
Fucking
moving.
nope the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out.
Fine.
So
I'm not stopping. I'm still following.
You look behind.
northbound, are you skirting the tree lines, skirting the water, in between?
We're proceeding.
I'd say we stay. What the fuck is that?
Let's handrail the tree line. But what? But can from the tree line, are we still in view of the water?
Very, very far. But yes.
Okay. We're going to be like
Just close
Like
enough
tw-
to the
like,
trees
just
to fucking use
like 20 meters inside the tree line, handrailing essentially the tree line, but to a point where we can still see the water. And we're going to proceed north. We're fucking moving.
You
time.
continue. Not
Additionally,
hearing. Go ahead.
just wanted to remind Natural Explorer, our party is unhindered by rough terrain in
Nice.
my favorite environment.
I knew that already.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
But thank you for reminding me.
Fast as fuck, boy.
We're moving.
You continue along, moving through the thick brush, not noticing any semblance of any kind of trace or anything else following. At this point, you're cresting upon midday. You continue to move through the thick brush in your order of movement until, Igni, you stop as the sight before you looms a clearing. And in that clearing, you see ruins, ancient and old, stone, as if a architectural structure of some kind had fallen and torn asunder in multiple pieces. And these pieces are old, archaic stone that has been blackened and torn and cracked with age. And through the age is determined based upon the cobwebs amongst it, as well as the human figure bones adorn throughout the gathering. And when I say bones, I mean 50 plus people were here.
bones from ages ago, or fucking.
These
They look like
appear.
bones from like 100 years ago, or is bones from like fucking.
Oh no, these are not recent. These appear to be ancient.
Mhm.
Adorned in this circle. And then past it, the woods continue. But this is about a 50 meter by 50 meter circle.
As we've made good progress pushing out from whatever danger lurked behind us, I would like to kind of stop us here, slow down, let everyone take a break, and let's investigate these ruins. Maybe we can use them for a brief shelter while we reconstitute ourselves. I would also like to roll perception and see if I notice anything else that stands out.
You can roll your perception. What is everyone else doing?
I could assist him.
You were assisted, so you can roll with advantage.
All right,
Morty's
rolling
just
with thank
following
God,
me.
thank God, I'm rolling with advantage because I just rolled a 3. So, all right, that's 12.
What's everyone else doing?
I would like to roll.
Okay.
Uh,
Am I getting any tingles from anything around us at the moment?
Roll. We have Arcana.
Yeah, Arcana's a thing.
Let's do that.
Oh God, you stink.
I'm trying to more closely study the ruins themselves rather than the skeletons or anything.
That is a 7 for me.
Can I
Odd.
look at the bones and see how long they've been dead?
Let's do some sort of history check there.
Where's my
Odd.
Here it is.
As they're kind of scouring this place, I will kind of keep an eye behind us to see if I see any movement within the snow or the edge of the tree line.
Fuck, a 5.
Wow, we are rolling like shit.
Dustin's like, shit rolls? Perfect. Let me summon a boss.
Okay. Let's start with Igni. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 12.
I got a nat 20. Oh, sorry.
There it is.
Justin in the chair. Oh,
Odds nat 20s.
Rolling rear security. I got a nat 20.
I'm watching behind us.
Igni, your attempted to look at any kind of ruins in regards to this does not unveil anything, as anything related to the lineage of your country is not helping you here as far as ascertaining anything in regards to lineage here.
Mhm.
Or anything that's deciphering, or anything that's going to indicate that anything is hiding, or any kind of trace of anything other than animals.
Nope.
All right.
I have no idea what this place is.
Even was studying the bones. What did you roll?
9.
Maybe.
Well, let's contest this.
The thigh bone
You
does
still got a
not attach
chance.
to the ribs.
Oh no, I fucked you up. All right. 9 is what you rolled, or 9 is your total?
9 is the total. I have a +0 to perception.
You ascertain that yes, they are humanoid in nature. However, any kind of distinguishing marks you haven't seen yet, or any kind of indications to denote. The only thing you can really pick up is that
Are they like in the circle, like around, or is it just like scattered? Basically,
they're
what I'm trying to
scattered.
figure out,
They're
like
scattered.
around. Does it look
It's
like a
not a-
battle?
There's not a concentration, so it seems like they're spread all over the place. However, you can indicate that there are chips, so there probably was some conflict here because the bones are scarred, and usually they're scarred from weapon scarring or rough ripping.
Mm.
Who was next here? Alder. Alder was looking at what? Trying to determine history here?
How old the bones were? Yeah, I rolled really low.
What'd you roll?
5.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Could I argue
What's
survival
gonna end up
for looking at the
these
bones?
bones already existed.
you can tell that this has been decades. So whatever this has happened, this happened a long time ago. But as
Okay.
far as anything else is pinpointing, you don't know.
Yes, these bones are very bone.
Morty, what were you doing?
Tingle
Tingles.
check. I got a 7.
You all fucking suck. All right.
Except for rear security.
What did I roll?
Ruins.
Oh yeah.
Do the ruins look like they were destroyed or just decayed over time? Like besieged and destroyed, rather than just like.
That's something I would tell even, unless you're going to continue to look.
I was gonna check that out myself. Yeah.
Okay. Bordy, you feel a dull tingle, but nothing that's going to strike out at you as far as who, what, why, origin, nothing.
Fair.
Odd. Perception looking behind us. What is your intent? So I have a more clear grasp on what you're doing.
Checking the forest line, checking behind us to see any movement, anything catching up with us, anything. Basically, I want to just make sure nothing's trying to come up upon us or catching up with us at this point.
Okay.
So we've been trekking.
You determine you are not being followed. However, you do notice odd litterments on the ground, blood, and the occasional dead animal. So, what you've ascertained is that you're not being followed, you're not being tracked, you're not being thing, but there was movement here more recently than the bones and everything else.
Yeah.
And whatever came here recently didn't have a good fucking time.
Are there tracks or something?
Why are you asking? I'm asking him.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
You took the words out of my mouth, though, as we're looking. Are there tracks, and are they Are they the same
On a-
as like
On
soul
a
search
nat
tracks?
20, you have tracking as far as wooded creatures that abruptly stop. Then you also have boot prints probably from a week ago or so that also stop.
Mm.
Like at the circle, or just kind of?
They don't go any further than that.
Let's say we go around this and avoid it.
Yeah, I will. I will kind of. It does not look like we're being followed right now, but I do not like the way that all trails seem to end at this spot. The energy or the looks of this is even a little out there for me, and I am odd.
No, he's wait. Yes, he's odd.
And I'll end you there. You guys can think about what you want to do next session.
Hey.
I'm gonna play that every time we say odd.
I have to pee.
Same.
We mission complete for the session.
We are mission complete for the session.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Alder, 14. Justin.